have a wooden bridge installed on the LGO. This was the original plastic bridge I spoke of. I don't know if you can see this, but this distance from the back of the hole to the back of the bridge is greater on this replacement bridge than on the original. But the distance from here to here and from here to here are pretty handy. As far as the intonation goes, we'll have to see what happens. If all else fails, I may have to fill this and re-groove it, or do a split saddle setup. By the measurements I took, though, I think the bridge is going to hit correctly. The angle is the same as far as being parallel to this one. I used a homemade jig I made out of aluminum to put this on, and basically how this works, these two bolts, this will go up through the inside of the guitar, and this plate goes up against your bridge plate right here. And once you get the two bolts, they go through the two outer string holes. Well, you could probably line it up in a different set of holes if you wanted to. And then this big plate will go on the top. And then you tighten these up. And I've got these two thumb wheels that will push down on the wings of the bridge to help pin the wings down to the top of the guitar. It works out really good. I'm going to modify it a little bit, though. I'm going to probably scallop some of this out, and maybe just as much as I can, just so I can. It's nice to be able to see if the glue's coming out when you're clamping it and whatnot. Other than that, it worked out good. I used clear Gorilla Glue to glue this, and installed some new. Let me roll you down. Installed some new string ferrules around the tuners. The original ones were missing. I was missing like most of them, so I got those taken care of. And that did tighten the tuners up a lot. The next move, just a little history. This was my grandfather's guitar, like I told you in the earlier videos, and he passed away a number of years ago, but he did leave me this. He was a Baptist minister and played this guitar in the churches and stuff, and it's seen a lot of use over the years. He actually let me take this when I was probably 10 or 12 years old, when I was just getting going on playing. And so I've been playing this guitar a long time myself, but I'm very proud to own it and have it, and it's very, very dear to me. And I just wanted to make sure it was in working order, and it was literally pulling itself apart. My grandfather was also a deer hunter. He loved to hunt, so I'm going to make a new saddle out of white-tailed deer antler, and a new nut as well. And I hope that kind of wakes the sound up. And I think he'd dig that for sure. So I'll take you for a cruise in if you'd like, and show you the inside with the brass plate installed. Okay, here we go. Alright, so there's the brass plate that I installed and covered up the original bridge plate after I patched it. And as you can see, look how long that original bridge plate extends out on each side. I mean, that's really hard to get out of there, so I think what I did here is going to work just fine, and it's definitely going to be better than it was because the bridge pins were literally pulling just on the top, and they were starting to eat through the top, excuse me, so anything's going to be an improvement that way. So I got to get to work making a saddle and a new nut and put some strings on this thing and see what we got. We're getting there one step at a time. It takes time, it does. You really need to take your time doing this stuff. Take a lot of measurements. I mean, it's important because, I mean, it may save you 5 steps down the road by just literally measuring 5 times instead of reworking it 5 times. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully I got everything right. Thanks again.